So that's that. Okay, that's the Michael Jackson stuff. And here is, I don't own comedy albums that well, but here's Dane Cook. I own this. I love listening to this in my car. This comes with a CD, with a DVD as well. So that's that. And I also have this, Harmful If Swallowed. A phrase you cannot say with a straight face, especially coming from Dane Cook. I love this album a lot. This one has the BK Lounge joke in that one. That one was good. Okay, now this is mostly greatest hits because these artists had too many albums, and I didn't feel like collecting all of them, so I said, F it, I'll just get the greatest hits. So here's Hall & Oates, greatest hits. Yeah, here's Phil Collins, greatest hits. Nothing really big there. James Taylor, greatest hits. This album I had to get because this is another one of those summer albums. I consider a summer album because every time I listen to these songs from him, it just takes me right back to the shore because they're just so uplifting, you know? Rod Stewart. Okay, here's the deal. I bought that album a month before I found out about YouTube. And if I didn't buy that, I wouldn't. If I found out about YouTube earlier, I wouldn't own this album. The only reason I bought this album was because YouTube wasn't popular yet, and I didn't have iTunes, and I wanted to hear the song Maggie May because I just love that song. That's just an awesome song from Rod Stewart. It really is. Green Day greatest hits. I think I might get to. I really want to get American Idiot because that is like the best album of Green Day's band. Like that's the best one. This one. I don't listen to this that often, but it's alright. Okay, the Bee Gees. These guys have like 40 records. There's no way I'm collecting all those CDs. But, you know, I mean, this is a double disc. If you know Saturday Night Fever, you know the Bee Gees. If you don't, listen to them anyway. A lot of people didn't like the Bee Gees because most of their stuff was disco. So what? I like disco. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I think it's pretty good. It's dance music. That's what it is. John Denver. What can you say? I just like John Denver. I think I put him up on the list with John Lennon and James Taylor. He's just a guy who just plays guitar. That's it. He's really good. Okay, this is a one-hit wonder band. The same thing with the Rod Stewart album. Dancing in the Moonlight. Didn't hear of YouTube, wouldn't own this album, but the only reason I own it is because of Dancing in the Moonlight. That's a great song. And there's nothing else to say. I don't really listen to this one that often. Alright, here's the deal. I'm not a big fan of rap, but I freaking love this album. I am sorry. I just love this album. I'm starting to get into Tupac Shakur as well. I think he's pretty good too. I am sorry. I like Biggie Smalls a little bit better. Only because I just love that song, Hypnotize. It is ungodly catchy, and it's so good. I don't care for his choice of words. I just like the way the beats go. I like one of my favorite songs on this album is, this is a double album, by the way, in case you don't know, is Sky's the Limit. I love that song. I like the way it goes. I just love that. And I also own this album. Now, for all you Biggie Smalls fans, you're probably wondering why I don't own Ready to Die. I cannot find it anywhere, and I don't want to go on Amazon. Like I said, I don't want to go on there. But every time I go to Best Buy or Walmart, the only two albums they own are these two. Ready to Die is always sold out. I can never get it. Or they have that that remix album, like duets, which I don't want because I point out I don't like remix albums that much. But I am gonna get that because I love that song Juicy from Ready to Die. I think that's really good. All right, Foreigner. Again, too many albums, but I love their songs. Waiting for a Girl Like You, I think is like the best song they ever did, along with Feels Like the First Time. Feels Like the First Time is really good. But here's the greatest hits. The phone is ringing. I am not going to get it because I'm almost done here. Sounds of Shenandoah. This is basically just theme music that I put in my movie West Virginia, which will air on YouTube sometime this year. I don't know when, but it will air sometime. Alright, I have loved this musical ever since I was a little kid, okay? I own the VHS movie, and it's right there, okay? I have always been a fan of this. The McCavity song is the best song ever on this in this entire soundtrack. This show is unbelievably awesome. And for everyone who doesn't like Andrew Lloyd Webber, here's the deal. I'm not a big fan of Andrew Lloyd Webber either, but I love this show. I love Phantom of the Opera. I love Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I'm sorry. I like Andrew Lloyd Webber's music. I think it's actually good. I'm not crazy over it, but I like it. And Cats is unbelievable. And for everyone who says this doesn't have a story, it doesn't have a plot point, yes, it does. Okay, they're trying to figure out which cat is worthy to be, like, come back to a new life. And so they have a song for every single cat to see which cat is worthy enough. And in the end, they find the right one. Okay, that's the whole point of this show. Like, watch it a few times, because the songs are unbelievably good. They just are. Okay, I own this because iTunes was being a big pain in the ass. I wanted Stu's song, which is, you know, that whole Doug song on the piano, on my iPod, but they wouldn't let me have that unless I bought the entire album. Forget this, $12. I got this for $7 at Walmart. Okay, screw that. Because I didn't want the whole album, so I just decided to get this instead. I also was going to get this for Christmas, but then I said, nah, you know what, just forget it. I'll go out and buy it, because I already had the money to get it anyway. I really want to get Hangover Part 2. I want to get that soundtrack, because some of those songs in there were pretty good. Okay, the rest of this stuff isn't mine. These are just Christmas albums, because I was working on a Christmas movie lately. I'm putting those back in storage. This is my dad's. It's Robert Plant, Raising Sand, which actually is really good, this album. I really enjoy this. I think this won Album of the Year back in 2007. And, you know, some of these songs are actually pretty good. I think Jimmy Page wrote some of these songs along with Robert Plant. But here's the thing. Robert and Allison were going to do a follow-up album for this, and then they canceled it. And I was so pissed about that, because I was so looking forward to that. And this is the Grease soundtrack. This isn't mine. This is my sister's. I was just borrowing this because, like I said, the Bee Gees wrote one of these songs, and like I said, it's ungodly catchy, and the music's actually pretty good. Not a fan of the movie. I like the show. Not a big fan of the movie, though, but I do love John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. So there it is, folks. Those are all the albums I own. It's a lot, and I'm going to get more, because I know Michael Jackson's got a lot of unreleased material coming out. I don't own all the Eagles stuff, and I want to get more John Lennon stuff. What I want to get is more of Paul McCartney's solo stuff, because I really like Band on the Run. I just love that album. And, yeah, okay, so here are the CDs I own, and maybe next time I'll do VHSs, I don't know, or I'll do records or DVDs, I have no idea. So, yeah, those are the CDs. This is Actors 3117, signing out.